Hello, my name is Jay Leedy, and I help lead the B2B partner ecosystem development for our professional solutions team. Over the last 12 months, Sony has launched and continues to expand a partner ecosystem on our Alliances webpage that consists of digital signage, IPTV, device management, hardware for interactive and kiosks, and other solutions that augment our value proposition to our resellers and end customers. When considering using valuable resources by a new partner, many ask why it makes sense to work with Sony. We thought the best way for you to understand that value is to hear from our partners themselves.
Their products are world-class without question. They back that with a great service after the sale so that they're there to take care of us and our mutual customers after the fact.
We've worked with Sony to richly integrate the Sony Bravia solution or monitors into Symphony, right? Which enables us as an organization to add value to our customers because we can remotely support and resolve issues that they might have across their organizations. You bring those two things together and it's a fantastic relationship and a benefit that our customers can gather.
Sony's been around for, God, I don't know how many years, but I know you've been doing cinema, broadcast, film. You've been in the film industry forever. And that is a tough industry, and Sony has done it well. And the reason they've done it well is they've got fantastic products that they support the hell out of.
You know, attendees at these events or viewers, if you're in the virtual world, just see the two brands together and it just immediately conveys seamless integration.
The pleasure of dealing with a name and a brand and a company such as Sony is that, there's tremendous respect and brand recognition for the Sony name.
First, it's great to work with a brand with so much experience and culture like Sony.
It's the capabilities and the longevity and stability of Sony products, especially the Sony Bravia professional displays, in our experience, that set things apart. So if you're looking to do work within arenas, with stadiums, with your enterprise systems as well, or even hospital long-term care. I mean, there's lots of different scenarios where choosing Sony can be a very beneficial option to your solution.
I think the fact that you've made some investment on the human capital side, people are taking notice of that. As long as the technology can deliver, and from what we see in our testing, it can. I think it's a very easy conversation for us to have.
Your team is highly educated in the products. I keep saying the commitment from your corporate to grow this business and add products that are needed is huge.
Their products are second to none. Absolutely best in class. Flat panels, they have evolved that segment of their product into a class of products that ranges through all the different sizes that are needed, and they are working towards making sure that their products are affordable and available. And today, available wins.
Crestron just recently released our second generation of our Crestron Connected technology, which essentially is embedded control protocols, so that when they're embedded in a display's firmware, the end client can control those displays from their seat or their conference room table through a web UI or through a Crestron touchscreen. So we're pretty excited that Sony was one of the first of many of the industry display manufacturers to embrace that. So Sony displays, now having XIO Cloud embedded, can be managed by that same platform. That license is sold on a per room basis. So anything in the room, whether it's one device or 10 devices, comes along for that same cost. In the theme of the green initiatives and sustainability, that IT administrator or AV resource can now set up schedules to have all of those displays turn on and off at a scheduled time. And that's pretty important for organizations that are trying to go for incentives to manage around sustainability initiatives.
Obviously, quality and image is very important to us as well, and it makes us feel very comfortable knowing that Sony places the same level of importance on those aspects.
The software on chip technology, it really allows us to integrate our software directly on the display without the need for any additional or external hardware. This certainly makes it easier and faster for us to deploy these solutions with these displays, but they also make it easier for customers to consider the Sony Bravia professional displays as part of the solution.
The performance is outstanding, and even sometimes a lot better than the actual external media players that have traditionally been stronger. So very excited about that, because that provides us with hardware that we can present and partner with our AV integrator partners and say, go sell this along with our software.
We work with a lot of different Android TV-based devices, and we found with Sony and the Bravia line that Sony's fleet management capabilities are the best that we found in the industry. So what we found is, combined with Esper as the management platform, customer support issues that previously required on-site engagement to be able to solve can now be done remotely on Sony Pro Bravia TVs. So essentially, it just lets you do remote diagnostics in a way that you couldn't do before, whether it's remote view, remote control session, being able to reboot the device, getting log files off of the device. With the Sony Pro Bravia, Sony has enabled all the remote management capabilities required to run large fleets.
So that relationship just keeps getting broader and broader and broader. You're talking about some of what you've seen with kind of that quality of the technology, and we're looking at it from the what can we do together with that technology, right? So it's a pretty cool relationship, and also incredibly responsive. Product management side, the developer side, right? They have been so consistent and communicative, and helping us talk through API conversations, and having that sync up with us has been really, it's been exceptional.
And when I say Sony family, I've been dealing with many of the Sony folks that I work with for years and years. And, they care, they understand, they want to help. They will dig through whatever minutia is required to help resolve an issue or help to bring something to fruition that otherwise wasn't going to make it.
Knowing that you have a Sony team behind you that supports great products is number one.
It's imperative that a development resource on the Sony end is paired up with a development resource on the Crestron end. Oftentimes, there's a lot of questions. When all this is done and ready to go to certification, this is a pretty formal process at Crestron. We provide these protocols, but then we have Sony do a test before those displays leave, and then we get those displays in Crestron's R&D lab, and we put it through a battery of tests to make sure that it controls and does what it's supposed to do, and then we issue a formal certification. That requires pretty much, if not daily, weekly interactions between the development teams. That has been, again, seamless.
So our experience working with the Sony team have been very professional. We've worked with sales folks, we've worked with support folks, product management, and even the product development and engineering team at Sony HQ in Japan. They were responsive and were able to make changes and to help assess what the issues were very quickly.
The response that I get from our dev team is Sony's been extremely responsive in terms of their needs, to make what they need happen.
Comparing it to other engagements that we've had a smooth experience. A lot of it is just accessibility and being able to communicate, being very upfront on what each party needs to be able to succeed, because in the end, it's got to be a win-win. And then the ability to have the technical collaboration required to find novel new solutions, new use cases, new capabilities together that provide value to the customer. And so I've worked with a lot of different types of companies, a lot of different types of partnerships, and working with the Sony team has been great and super smooth. And so I can say that we've actually enjoyed it, which you can't always say for these types of collaborations.
Thank you to all of our partners, but especially those that contributed to this piece. We hope their experience helps you better understand the value of working with Sony's professional solutions team and how together we can grow your business. If you have questions, please reach out or visit our Sony Alliance Partner webpage.